Well, Mayor Cantrell said Thursday that it is time to end the costly NOPD consent decree, but in a highly critical report issued today, federal monitors revealed why some additional reforms will be needed first. Investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein has the details.
One day after Mayor LaToya Cantrell made a forceful pitch to end the costly 7-year NOPD consent decree, federal monitors Friday issued a blistering report on the use of task forces. Those proactive patrols were recently disbanded after a body cam video showed 8th District Task Force officers discussing how to justify a gun arrest.
Forces in New Orleans are operating without any constitutionality, in total disregard of what we see in terms of law.
The 40-page report cites a long list of shortcomings, including questionable stops and searches, unsafe execution of search warrants, and weak supervision. Activist Byron Cole sees another glaring problem.
They never go and have any heinous issues in any of the predominantly white areas or any of the areas where there's a higher socioeconomic structure.
Cantrell said the department is prepared to meet any benchmarks as long as compliance means winding down the federal oversight.
We're going to meet that. We know that supervision is our top priority in that. We're committed to satisfying it, but the end has to come.
Chief Sean Ferguson, who is conducting his own internal review, said he is even willing to scrap the elite units.
Should we continue to have a task force, or should we look at another way of policing? And I'm open to either way.
One thing the federal report makes clear, the consent decree will not be lifted without additional reforms. Mike Pearlstein, Eyewitness News.
In a statement emailed today, the NOPD said its internal review, quote, found no pattern of systemic department-wide problems. But the department reiterated that it is, quote, committed to remedying the problems noted in that report.